probably already know that, but the rest of you might find that out tonight too. Some people might take weird as offensive, others as a compliment, but that's what I knew myself as a 12-year-old, because that's what my classmates all said about me. I never really fit in, because nobody gives you a guide through life, let alone middle school. There's a lot of changes that happen in that time, if you know what I mean. But trying to figure everything out, how to talk to boys, putting on makeup, being one of the cool people, that was not me. Everyone seemed to have it all figured out, but I didn't. I never really fit in with everyone, but that didn't stop me from trying to make friends and try new things. So I joined clubs at school. I joined the fly tying club, which is where you make the little bugs that go on the end of fishing hooks. Out of all the clubs, I don't know why I chose that one, but I was the only girl in it too. And for some reason, I decided to call all the boys girl names. Maybe it made me feel like I fit in a little bit more, but that didn't really happen. I joined other clubs too. I joined guitar club, hip hop, Chinese. Still can't do any of those things either. My attention span doesn't last that long. But even though I tried all these different clubs, I still didn't fit in, felt rejected a little bit, but I kept trying them. I wanted to try things because I just felt rejected at school with my classmates, even friends, and even at home sometimes. I don't know what was wrong with me. Like, maybe it was my sense of fashion, wearing toe socks and flip-flops. Or maybe it was the fact that I somehow found out a way to play hide and seek with myself. I guess I felt lonely at home, being the youngest and only girl. Or maybe it was because I liked Twilight, which is kind of cringy, but it's also entertaining at the same time. But this is not the skin of a killer, Bella. Maybe it was the fact that you go from playing with your friends to just hanging out with them, because you're not a kid anymore when you're a teenager. So one time I was hanging out with some of my friends, and they decided to give out awards that they made for our different friend group. And I received 2 awards. One of them I don't remember the name of the award, but I do remember the other one. I was voted most likely to go to a nut house. You know, we all chuckled. I said, well, that's kind of mean. That's why they gave me the other award. But I had to accept it because they put effort into it, which I get. But I was able to somehow come up with comebacks to jokes that were made about me. A lot of them were made about my last name, which was Balls. You can come up with your own jokes too, but I'll just tell you guys that you're just jealous because you don't have any. Maybe I do need to go to a nut house. Also another joke. But that's what I try to do. I try to make people laugh. I'm not super talented, but maybe like Robin Williams, I can do a great impression of a hot dog. I watched Mrs. Doubtfire today. It's great. But I try making people laugh because I don't want them to feel how I felt inside. Well, I accepted being called weird or Even a kid that commented on Facebook saying, "You're a freak and you growl at me in choir." Well, you wanna know what? There's probably a reason I growled at you in choir. I'm not saying that's not weird, because it is. But I just replied, "Yeah, I'm freaking awesome." I wish I believed that though. But words, they do hurt. Even if I accepted them as compliments or pretended that, they really have stuck with me throughout my life. And even though, with Robin Williams, even though he made people laugh, he was hurting inside too. One of my friends, she told our girls' camp group how I was really the happiest girl at school. I guess I just had a lot of people fooled because the pain was really deep and I just felt invisible around everyone around me. And over time, those words of other people, they became my own thoughts. They became what I thought about myself. I didn't really like myself anymore after so long. I didn't think I deserved to enjoy life or have fun. I mean, I've done things that are great, that are accomplishments. I went on a mission, I finished high school, some college, got married and have a family, but those haven't seemed like true accomplishments for me because I didn't love myself. I didn't think that they were all that great. I thought that anybody can do that. But over time, I stopped loving myself and taking care of myself, and I didn't even like me anymore. I hated myself. Every day was just a struggle to get out of bed and make it to the next day. Things reached an all-time low last year where I just didn't really want to continue. I didn't want to die, but sometimes I just wish I hadn't been born. I didn't know how to move forward. I couldn't find joy in anything. Thankfully, I met some really great people who found me, or I found them, that have helped bring me out of that dark hole. I have a great therapist that she sees the worth in me that I couldn't see in myself. Found friends through theater, and they're pretty awesome and fun, and let me know I'm not the only weird one. And doctors and family that helped me know that my life was worth saving, and it is worth continuing on, no matter how weird you are, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's okay to be different than everyone. And over time, I've realized that joy is loving yourself, because I had hated myself since I was 12. And that's at least like 15 years, or over half of my life. But I've started to find myself and show myself compassion that I hadn't given myself for so long. And now I have my own thoughts that aren't from other people. That girl that used to play hide and seek, I don't think I stopped playing that game with her, but maybe I'm a little closer to finding her. Thank you.